Have you ever heard of Harold Bennett? He was 72. Retired teacher. Lived in a quiet neighborhood just outside Portland. Still drove himself to the grocery store. Still mowed his own lawn. To everyone who knew him, Harold was healthy for his age. Last night, Harold went to bed like any other night. Said goodnight to his wife. Checked that the porch light was off. Brushed his teeth. Laid down. Closed his eyes. And never woke up again. This morning, his wife found him still, peaceful, but gone. No sign of struggle. No warning. Just silence. The news sent ripples through his community. What happened? He looked fine. He was just at the diner yesterday, laughing over coffee. But what they didn't see, what none of us see, really, are the hidden traps that come with aging. Because after 70, the smallest routines we carry into the night can quietly turn into risks that steal life in its sleep. Yes. Sleep, the very thing meant to restore us, can become a silent danger. In today's video, we're going to uncover 4 seemingly harmless evening habits that could dramatically increase the risk of heart failure, strokes, or sudden cardiac arrest after the age of 70. These aren't dramatic or bizarre behaviors. In fact, some of them are so normal that you might be doing them tonight without even thinking. And that's exactly the danger. You see, our bodies after 70 are more sensitive, especially at night. Certain choices we make before bed can disrupt our natural rhythms, spike blood pressure, interfere with heart function, or even prevent the brain from getting the oxygen it needs. By the end of this video, you'll not only understand what the danger signs are, but you'll also have simple, life-extending solutions you can start applying as soon as tonight. Most importantly, the last habit we'll discuss is one that millions of older adults do without hesitation, yet it may be the single most dangerous thing keeping them from waking up the next morning. So if you're over 70, or love someone who is, stay with me. Because tonight's sleep should never be your last. Let's begin. Habit number 1, late night feasting, when dinner becomes a silent threat. Picture this, it's 8:45 p.m. Walter Pearson, 74, leans back in his chair after polishing off a plate of creamy pasta with sausage, followed by a slice of his favorite cherry pie. He wipes his mouth, pats his belly, and turns off the kitchen light. That hit the spot, he chuckles to himself. By 9:15, he's already in bed. And by 2:30 a.m., Walter jolts awake, heart racing, chest tight, a strange burning sensation rising in his throat. He gasps for air, confused and panicked. What just happened? This scene plays out more often than you'd imagine, not just with Walter, but with countless older adults every single night. They eat late. They eat heavy. And they go to bed thinking it's harmless. But here's the truth, after 70, your body no longer handles food the way it did decades ago. Your digestive system slows down. Metabolism isn't as forgiving. And what used to be a simple late dinner can now become a dangerous nightly gamble. Eating a heavy meal close to bedtime forces your body into overdrive just when it's supposed to wind down. Instead of preparing for deep rest, your stomach starts churning, producing acid, triggering discomfort. That acid can rise up, leading to heartburn, coughing fits, or even sleep apnea-like episodes. More alarmingly, this disrupted digestion isn't just uncomfortable, it can directly impact your heart. Nighttime blood pressure may spike. Your heart rate may remain elevated for hours. These subtle shifts create the perfect storm for silent cardiovascular events, strokes, heart attacks, or arrhythmias that strike while you sleep. And for those with diabetes or prediabetes, a late meal can send blood sugar levels on a wild ride. The body struggles to regulate glucose overnight, increasing the risk of nocturnal hypoglycemia or dangerous sugar imbalances that wear down the body over time. Over the years, this pattern contributes to what doctors call metabolic dysfunction, a precursor to heart disease and chronic fatigue. So what can you do instead? Aim to finish dinner at least 3 to 4 hours before bed. Give your system enough time to digest before you lie down. If you need something small to settle your stomach, opt for gentle choices, a few almonds, half a banana, or a cup of warm chamomile tea. These small changes allow your body to rest rather than wrestle with digestion. It's easy to forget, Your body today is not the body you had at 30 or 40. It needs different care. By shifting your dinner habits, you're not just preventing acid reflux, you're guarding your heart, your lungs, and your life. Tonight, let your last meal be your ally, not your silent enemy. Habit number 2, midnight hydration, when too much water before bed becomes a hidden risk. Earlier this year, Margaret Hill, age 76, started waking up twice, sometimes 3 times a night. Not because of bad dreams. Not from noise outside. But simply, because she needed to use the bathroom. At first, it seemed like a minor annoyance. But then came the night she stood up too quickly and the world tilted sideways. The next thing she remembers is waking up on the floor, bruised and shaken, with her nightstand knocked over beside her. She hadn't realized that her evening glass of water, the one she drank out of habit right before bed, had become a hidden hazard. Staying hydrated is important, especially as we age. But drinking too much water late in the evening can quietly sabotage both your sleep and your safety, especially after 70. Why? As we grow older, our bladder loses elasticity. The muscles weaken. Kidneys become less efficient at concentrating urine. And even small amounts of fluid can trigger the urge to urinate at night. That means if you drink a large glass of water, juice, or tea right before bed, your body is far more likely to wake you urgently in the middle of the night. But the real danger isn't just the broken sleep. The real danger is what happens between the bed and the bathroom. When you rise suddenly from deep rest, especially if you're dehydrated or your blood pressure tends to run low, your body may struggle to adjust. This is called orthostatic hypotension, a sharp drop in blood pressure upon standing. It causes dizziness, disorientation, and it's one of the leading causes of nighttime falls in older adults. One stumble in the dark can mean a broken hip, a head injury, or worse. And the cost of those falls? Often irreversible. But that's not all. Waking up repeatedly to urinate, a condition known as nocturia, also disrupts your natural sleep cycles. Each time you flick on the light or walk down the hallway, your brain is fooled into thinking it's morning. Melatonin production drops. Deep, restorative sleep becomes harder to reach. Over time, this leads to immune system suppression, increased blood pressure, and perhaps most concerning, cognitive decline. Recent studies show that seniors who regularly experience fragmented sleep from nighttime bathroom trips are at higher risk of developing memory problems, confusion, and even dementia. So, what can you do? Instead of cutting out fluids completely, shift your hydration schedule. Drink most of your water during the first half of the day. By late afternoon, begin tapering off. And in the hour before bed, if you're thirsty, just take a few slow sips, not a full glass. Also, be mindful of hidden fluids, soups, juicy fruits, and even some medications can contribute to nighttime urination. And watch out for caffeine. That afternoon tea or coffee? It might still be pushing your bladder hours later. These small adjustments can have a big payoff: better sleep, fewer fall risks, and stronger cognitive health in the long run. If this part of the video helped you, drop a #2 in the comments, that way I'll know you're still with me. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now's a great time to tap that button and turn on the bell, so you don't miss what's coming next. We've got more to share, and your support helps us keep going. Habit number 3, the overheated bedroom, how a warm room can quietly strain the aging heart. Every night, Gerald Mason, 75, follows the same ritual. He brews a calming cup of chamomile tea, fluffs up his pillows, and turns the thermostat up to a cozy 74 degrees Fahrenheit. Then, layered under 2 thick blankets, he slides into bed with a good book and the quiet satisfaction that everything feels just right. But by 2 a.m., Gerald is tossing and turning, soaked in sweat, chest a little tight, breathing heavier than usual. He thinks it's just age. Maybe a weird dream. He doesn't realize it's his bedroom temperature that's slowly becoming the enemy of his rest and possibly his health. You see, for people over 70, a warm bedroom can do far more harm than good. While it may feel comforting at first, sleeping in a room that's too warm can trigger a dangerous chain reaction inside an older body. As we age, our ability to regulate internal temperature declines. We don't sweat as efficiently. Our circulation slows. And once body heat begins to build, especially under heavy blankets, the system begins to strain. The heart, in particular, must work harder to try to cool the body. This puts added pressure on the cardiovascular system, especially dangerous for seniors dealing with heart disease, high blood pressure, or circulation problems. Have you ever woken up drenched in sweat, restless, or even a bit breathless? That's your body quietly begging for relief. Worse still, warm environments accelerate overnight dehydration even if you didn't feel thirsty when going to bed. Dehydration thickens the blood, increasing the risk of clots, strokes, and nighttime cardiac events. Gerald, like many others, thought warmth equaled comfort. But it was robbing him of the deep, restorative sleep he desperately needed. You see, cooler temperatures prompt the body to lower its core heat, a process critical for entering deep sleep stages, where the brain resets, memory strengthens, and immune function improves. Studies consistently show that cooler sleeping environments support better cognitive health, energy levels, and mood upon waking. Older adults who sleep in rooms set between 60 to 67 degrees Fahrenheit, 15 to 19 degrees Celsius, often report waking up feeling sharper, more refreshed, and less foggy. So what can you do? You don't need to freeze. Instead, ditch the synthetic, heat-trapping blankets and opt for light, breathable cotton layers. Wear moisture-wicking sleepwear. Use a ceiling fan or small portable fan to circulate air. And if safe, crack a window for fresh nighttime air, which not only cools but improves oxygen levels and air quality. Just one small shift adjusting the thermostat can reduce cardiovascular stress, improve sleep cycles, and protect your brain in the long term. Tonight, as you get ready for bed, ask yourself, is your room truly helping you rest, or quietly working against you? And coming up next, the final bedtime mistake we must talk about. It's surprisingly common among older adults, and potentially the most dangerous of all. Habit number 4, the silent position, how sleeping the wrong way can slowly harm your heart and lungs. Every night, Charles Dwyer, 76, lies down the same way, flat on his back, arms by his sides. It's how he's always slept. It feels natural. Harmless. And for decades, it probably was. But lately, Charles has been waking up groggy. Heavy-headed. Short of breath. Some mornings, his heart seems to race for no clear reason. He shrugs it off, thinking maybe he just didn't sleep well. What Charles doesn't know is that the way he's been sleeping, the exact position, may be slowly putting his health at risk. After 70, your sleep position matters more than you think. As we age, our muscle tone decreases, lung capacity declines, and circulation becomes more sensitive to pressure. The body no longer bounces back the way it once did. Which means, if you spend hours each night in the wrong position, your body may pay a quiet price. For example, sleeping on your back, once seen as a neutral, restful pose, can actually become dangerous for older adults. Why? Because gravity causes the tongue and soft tissues in the throat to relax and slide backward, narrowing the airway. This often leads to obstructive sleep apnea, a condition where breathing repeatedly stops and starts during sleep. The problem? Most people don't even know they have it. They assume it's just snoring or getting older. But this silent disorder puts intense strain on the heart, increases blood pressure, and raises the risk of stroke and sudden cardiac events, all while you're unconscious. Take Charles, for example. His wife started noticing long pauses in his breathing at night. Moments of eerie stillness, followed by a sudden gasp. Over time, Charles began waking up tired, foggy, unable to concentrate. A doctor's visit revealed the truth. His sleep position was cutting off his airway and placing nightly stress on his cardiovascular system. But it's not just sleep apnea. Sleeping on your right side, though better than on your back, can also add strain to your heart. Studies show that this position can compress the heart slightly, limiting blood flow and potentially leading to fluid buildup in the lungs and legs, especially dangerous for seniors with heart conditions. So, what's the best position? Left side sleeping is generally considered safest. It supports circulation, reduces pressure on the heart, and encourages better oxygen flow through the body. It also helps prevent acid reflux, making it an ideal choice for restful, heart-healthy sleep. If you're not used to sleeping on your side, try using a body pillow to stabilize your position. Avoid stacking too many pillows under your head, it can curve your spine and affect breathing. Remember, it's not just how long you sleep. It's how you sleep that matters, especially now. Tonight, take a moment to check in with your body. Your sleep position might seem like a small thing, but over time, it can shape the quality and longevity of your life. And now, it's time to uncover the final hidden habit, one so common, most people repeat it every night without even thinking, unaware of how it may quietly shorten their lifespan. So, what's the best way to sleep when you're over 70? According to leading sleep and cardiology experts, the answer is clear. Sleeping on your left side whenever possible may be one of the simplest, most powerful adjustments you can make for your health. Why? Because lying on your left side supports better circulation. It allows gravity to assist your heart in pumping blood more efficiently throughout the body. It also takes pressure off major blood vessels, improves digestion, and even helps reduce nighttime acid reflux. For anyone who struggles with heartburn or GERD, this position can be a game changer. When you lie on your left, your stomach sits lower than your esophagus, making it harder for stomach acid to rise and cause discomfort during the night. And it gets better. Left side sleeping has also been shown to support healthy lymphatic drainage, which helps the body eliminate toxins more effectively. That means a better rested, cleaner system by morning. If you're someone who tends to roll over in the middle of the night, try using a full-length body pillow to keep your body comfortably supported and in place. It's a simple trick that works surprisingly well, especially for those not used to side sleeping. Another helpful tip, elevate your head slightly with a well-supportive pillow. This keeps your airway open, reduces snoring, and minimizes the risk of nighttime breathing disturbances. And for seniors dealing with stiff joints or hip pain, placing a small pillow between the knees can help maintain spinal alignment, reduce pressure on the lower back, and prevent aches in the morning. Sometimes, it's not about changing everything, but just changing one small thing, like how you sleep. That alone can improve how your heart functions, how well your lungs breathe, and how refreshed your brain feels when you wake up. If you're still watching this video and found this advice helpful, drop a #4 in the comments so I know you're still here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now's a great time to hit that button and turn on notifications so you never miss a future episode. Your support means the world to us, and it helps us keep creating videos that inform, protect, and inspire. Tonight, we've uncovered 4 bedtime habits that may seem harmless, but after 70, they can quietly work against your health. Eating too late or too heavily. Drinking too much water before bed. Keeping your room too warm. And sleeping in the wrong position. Each of these habits, left unexamined, can slowly chip away at your heart, your breath, your energy, and ultimately, your sense of well-being. But here's the good news. These are not fixed fates. They're patterns. And patterns can be changed. All it takes is awareness. And one small decision. Maybe tonight, that means eating dinner just a little earlier. Maybe it means swapping your thick blanket for a lighter one. Or maybe, you'll try sleeping on your left side for the first time in years. Whatever it is, don't underestimate it. Because when it comes to your health after 70, even the smallest changes can echo through your body like ripples on still water. Now, I invite you to take a moment. Think back on what you've heard tonight. Which of these habits sounds familiar to you? Do you often wake up at night, restless and uncomfortable? Have you noticed moments of breathlessness? Or maybe you've been sleeping on your back for decades, unaware of what it's been doing to your body. No matter your answer, awareness is the turning point. Tonight, I leave you with a simple challenge. Before you go to bed, pick just one small habit and adjust it. Feel it. Notice how your body responds. Then, let tomorrow show you the difference. And when you're ready, I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below. Tell me one thing you learned tonight and one way you'll apply it to your life. Because your voice matters. And your reflections help others more than you know. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone you care about. Your support fuels everything we do here, helping us bring clarity, comfort, and connection to those navigating the later seasons of life. Thank you for watching. And until next time, may your nights be peaceful, and your mornings full of life.